guys, welcome back to another video. You guys loved the video that I did of doing a full face of Dollar Tree makeup. I was not expecting you guys to love it so much, so I wanted to do another store. So today we are going to be doing a full face of makeup from TJ Maxx. Now I love TJ Maxx and Marshalls and Home Goods and all of that, but I don't really go into those stores looking for makeup. I've gotten some skincare products and I've gotten some makeup here and there, but I usually go into those stores for like home decor. And also I feel like at TJ Maxx and Marshalls, people tend to touch all of the makeup. Like they'll take it out of the packaging and swatch things and use them, and that's kind of gross. I went over there, I got a full face. I tried everything out in this video. This is the outcome. I have to watch to the end to see what I think about all these products. There are a lot of things in here that are makeup brands that I see at Ulta and Sephora, brands that I hadn't seen before or I hadn't had the chance to actually test out any of their products. So I was very excited to be able to try out new brands in this video. There were some gems and there were some flops. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video of doing an entire face of TJ Maxx makeup. So let's just jump right in. We are going to start off with our primer. This is by Ellen Tracy, but I was really trying to find brands that I didn't recognize. There was of course like a lot of products that I did recognize, but I tried to get products I didn't recognize. The selection was slim. If you saw my short, then you would know. The packaging is getting crazy now. Ew, it's so sticky. I don't love that. What really intrigued me was like the stick aspect. I don't think I've ever tried a primer stick. The only time I've ever seen a primer stick was by Makeup Revolution. Their primer stick, it has a matte finish, which is why I got it. I don't think that anyone's touched it, but it almost looks like it hasn't been, like it almost looks like the top is still there. We're just gonna put there, you can see that my skin is still pretty shiny from my skin prep. So let's see, let's do one side and we'll see. Oh, it has quite a strong fragrance. I'm going to let you know. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. But you don't really need to blend it in because I guess the stick is kind of doing it for you. Gently glide primer stick over clean skin. Make sure to get into the crevices, including sides of nose and forehead and cheekbones. Let primer dry before applying makeup. I mean, compared to this side, it is definitely very mattifying. I do kind of like that you can pretty much just do this and it's done. That smell, yeah, it's very, very floral. It's mattifying. I do feel like it kind of made my pores a little bit smaller. We'll just have to see how it works with all the other products. Okay, so for foundation, I got the Catrice Cosmetics HD Liquid Cover Foundation. It lasts up to 24 hours. It's mattifying and it's water and sweat proof. I got it in the shade light beige. There was only a couple of shades and the foundation was what I was most nervous about when I went to TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx is usually like over products, like brands that like bought too much of like one shade or something, so they send them to TJ Maxx. So usually the shade range is not very good. Heard a lot about Catrice, and so I wanted to try this one. I've never tried anything from Catrice, so we're just gonna see if it works because people love it, so I'm assuming it's gonna be good. We're gonna see. It says to shake it up. I don't know how much to use, so we're just gonna do a little at a time. I've actually never had a foundation with like this teardrop thing. Let's see. We're going to start with that. I'm going to use my Real Techniques sponge. They didn't have a lot of sponges or tools, so we only can work with what we got, right? When it says it's lightweight, I at least know it's going to be thin, but then it says full coverage. So like, how can you have full coverage and then also a thin foundation? This was also the lightest shade. I know you guys were really coming at me with my foundation shade at the Dollar Tree because it was too light. I mean, my Dollar Tree at least had 3 shades to choose from. So I am doing the best I can. This is also somewhat of a challenge. I could only get what they provide. And this was the lightest shade actually across all of the foundations that I saw at the store. So you definitely need quite a bit. I still see like some of my skin peeking through here. I do have a lot of redness. I have some breakouts right now. So we're just going to blend it out. Blend it down the neck. It will all come together. Like the rest of my body has like a little bit of a yellow tone, but my face is very red and pink, so it can be a little challenging for me. I realize it, guys. I realize it. I'm trying my best here. I have to work with what we got. I think there were like 3 shades from Catrice, and there were 2 lighter shades, and this was the lightest one. The other one I could tell in the bottle was too yellow. The problem is like with these like frosted bottles, I don't think the color is accurate, but it is giving a glow back to the skin. I'm gonna add an extra layer around my chin area and a little bit down my jaw because I do have a lot of breakouts right there, and I just want to see how well it covers it up. I also have this rash on my neck. I just love all of this for me. I think it's a stress rash. I get stressed really easily because I stress myself out for no reason. I'm a little stressed right now. I have a little stress rash. It's kind of going away here, but right here it's a little prominent. Is the foundation right there. It does add a nice glow to the skin. It is lightweight, but I can still feel it. Well, it says it's mattifying. I don't know if it's mattifying. I do really like it. I like the coverage of it. I think that it still gave good coverage and you were able to build it up and kind of give a little extra coverage. So far, I think we're looking good. Okay, so next we have a cream contour. This is by Milk. I picked this up because I've actually tried this exact like formula in their cream blushes, and I actually really do like them. So I'm thinking that it's gonna be very similar, if not the same. But this is their matte bronzer in the shade Baked. This was the only one. So I'm just hoping that it's not gonna be too dark. I'm gonna pop this off. Oh, took some of the product off, so she's not pretty anymore. But I also really like these because I like how tiny they are. Like, they're really good for travel. I feel like it's going to be too dark a little bit, and we're going to see how it blends out. But I know these from using the blushes, and they blend out really nicely, and they are buildable, so you can add multiple layers. So I would have just naturally assumed that the bronzer is going to do the same. Oh, this one is not blending out very good. Look at that. It was on my skin for like 2 seconds. It's not blending very well. Sometimes I also feel like the makeup at TJ Maxx is like almost expired, and I feel like that's why it's at TJ Maxx. I'm gonna put a second layer. Yeah, I feel like I really gotta work at it. I don't really have to work this much with the blushes. I think that it worked pretty well, and I actually really like it. Just a little bit hard to blend out. Okay, so the only thing that I couldn't find at TJ Maxx was a concealer. That's the only thing I'm gonna cheat on a little bit. This next product I'm super excited about. It's from Cara Beauty. This is their Blissful Liquid Blush. I've used Cara Beauty before. They've sent me a couple PR packages a couple years ago, and I actually really do like their products. I think I still have 2 of their eyeshadows that they sent me. When I saw this at TJ Maxx, I was super excited. There was a lot of these. It's like 3 or 4 shades. I picked up this shade, Sweet Side. I really like the packaging. I think it's super cute. Kind of reminding me of Elf. Let's do just like one little dot on either side, and we'll see how that blends out. Another thing that I was noticing on my Dollar Tree makeup video is people were saying that I wear a lot of blush, and I don't know how people don't wear blush. I've always been a blush girly. Blush was and is like one of my favorite parts of my makeup. Also, when you're doing your makeup, blush tends to be the first thing that actually like fades away or goes. So I always add a lot more blush at the beginning of my makeup routine. So by the time like I'm ready to leave for the day, or like in the first hour to 2 hours, it's kind of the right amount of blush. And I'm going to stand on it. I love blush, and I'm going to keep wearing blush. And this blush, I like it. I have a lot of glow to my skin right now. So far, I mean, I feel like my makeup looks pretty good. To set everything, I'm going to go in with this Beauty Creations by Filter Loose Setting Powder. I really wish that they had the pink one. I really wanted to try the pink one for like under eye baking. I also feel like I can't do the pink under eye. I had to be careful using the pink under eye because I am so fair that I don't want it to be like pink. I don't know if you can see it. There's a little component here. So you can close it. It's like a little turnstile thing. But you can close it so the powder doesn't go everywhere. So let's go in here. Oh, wow. Okay. That was a lot more pigmented and like in your face than I was expecting, honestly. So that brightened up my under eye more than I was expecting. But I kind of just expected it to be a very similar shade to like the foundation. But it does seem like it's brightening up my inner corner, like right here, which is really nice. And that's what I love. So let's set the rest of their face. It's actually, I feel like this is like really pigmented for being a translucent powder. Setting everything because we do have powder, bronzers, and blush we can put over top of it. My face is matte and so smooth. Okay, look at that. That's my favorite product so far. It's matte, but it also doesn't look cakey. It doesn't feel heavy. Okay, so when I was shopping, I feel like TJ Maxx is kind of known for this. Like, these are the kinds of things that you can find at TJ Maxx, but this was a complexion kit. So I was really excited about this because I was actually having a really hard time with finding a bronzer that was going to be good for my shade. So I'm hoping that this is good. I'm hoping this is good. Got a bronzer, blush, and a highlight. So we're going to see how good it is. But this whole set was $6.99. It's a really, really, really amazing deal. It's reminding me of NYX. This is the NYX one, and this is the TJ Maxx one. This is a lot lighter, a lot flimsier. Do you hear it? It's giving cheap. Ooh, there's a lot of fallout. Okay, let's see how it performs.
The woman was too stunned to speak.
That's a lot of fallout. Hello? Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my gosh, it's not blending. Oh, did I ruin everything? Oh no, it is not blending very well. It's like not pigmented, so like I feel like I really have to dig into it, and then I'm putting it on the face, it doesn't blend. Like once I just put it there, it's there. See, like I have like a harsh line like right here. Oh my gosh, look at my cheek. The shade isn't that bad. It's Golden Glow. The shade I feel like isn't that bad, but I feel like you have to like figure out how much of a heavy hand you need to go into the pan. I do feel like I can see there is a glow. It says Golden Glow, but when I look in the pan, it looks matte. Can you guys see that? I mean, it's basically like $2. So what can I expect? I feel like right here though, it's so muddy. Oh my gosh, look at the hairline. Oh my gosh, it was going so well. We're just gonna cover that with the bangs. All right, let's hope that the blush maybe will be our redeeming factor. This is their natural rosy glow. This is glitter. No, ew, this is a highlighter. That's not a blush, that's a highlight. Oh my gosh. It's like a gold glitter. Do you see it? Oh my gosh, it looks horrible. Oh, no. Oh gosh. Tell me why the highlighter has less glitter and shine in it than the blush. Chunky City. First, I'm going to go in with some setting spray because this is what I would normally do. I would do setting spray and then let it sit for a few seconds and then put the highlighter on. The Ellen Tracy Stay Fresh setting spray. Oh, do you see how like thin that is? Oh my gosh, it's going to attack my face. Oh, and it's got the same rosy scent as the primer. Oh my gosh, that attacked me. Wow. Look how far away I'm putting this. And it's got the rosy scent, I'm going to tell you. And oh my gosh. My face is drenched. Okay, like let's look in comparison. This is their setting spray by NYX. It's very similar, but even so, it's fine. This, however, is not fine. But this might be something that I use before my makeup to give like my makeup like that hydration glow. I've never held my setting spray out this far, like arm's length. I'm usually like here maybe, but to do it arm's length and for it to still spray me and attack me in my face, that's not good. I'm gonna do right on the nose, which still could be pretty. Okay, right here, my skin texture is front and center. She's the main character. My skin is not very good, but right here, I never have issues. But here, I never have issues of showing any skin texture. Always, usually like my blush and highlight area is usually pretty smooth. I hate that. I hate that. Okay, let's hope that this next product is our saving grace because I'm actually really excited about this eyeshadow palette. Honestly, I only got it because it was Barbie. I wanted to open it to see like what it was looking like because the back, I feel like sometimes it doesn't like really give the shadows justice. Also, you should be checking the makeup at TJ Maxx because people like to swatch things at TJ Maxx. I also like that on the packaging it said high payoff, blendable, medium fallout, and buildable. But this is the Beauty Creations Hello World Barbie palette. Look at it. This is so cute. This also be really cute. Like if you had like a big beauty room, like this would be a cute palette to put on display. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? I was like, yeah, yeah, this is coming home with me. These shimmer shades right here, Icon, it's fantastic. And then we've got, I think that these would be highlighters necessarily because they're bigger pans, but we could use them as eyeshadows. But we have Shine Bright, we have Love Pink. What do
you think of this song?
Love Pink. And then Let's Play. I feel like the Let's Play would be too dark for me to use as like a highlight. We have like a couple rosy shades and a couple little browns here. I thought this palette was perfect. Hopefully this is gonna be our redeeming factor in this video. Let's go in with the shade Classic. Use that as like our transition shade in our crease. That looks nice. Okay, so that is just the transition shade. Really pretty. Let's go with the shade Bold. We're just gonna work our way down and really build up that outer corner and kind of give it a little extra dimension. It does say it's buildable, so I'm trying to pack it on and then blend it out, but I don't want it to be like too intense for me. And then let's take that darkest shade Purpose and put that on the very outer corner. Give it a little bit of a deepness. And like I said, I'm just trying to use as many of these shades as possible. And then I'm going to take Dream House and just kind of use that to kind of blend everything out. So we have no harsh lines in the crease and like on the outer corner there. This eye, for some reason, do you see it's a little patchy on this eye. This eye, I don't feel like it's really that patchy. Okay, so for the lid, I'm thinking of using either It's Fantastic or Icon. I'm going to grab It's Fantastic. It's kind of creamy, like a creamy eyeshadow, which is nice. Dude, this eye, oh wow, that's really pretty. Oh wow, that's really pretty. Oh, I love that. The eyeshadows are saving this video. Now I'm gonna do what I normally do. So I put a little eyeshadow on the brush. I'm gonna do a little bit of that setting spray, and then we're gonna grab a little bit more of the eyeshadow and we're gonna plop it on top and just see if it's gonna do anything extra. It's pretty shiny to begin with, so I don't know if you really need to do this, but we're gonna see. Yeah, look at that compared to that. This eyeshadow, I'm gonna do a little bit of a Purpose and mix Legendary in, and we're gonna blend that on our lower lash line. If you do not wear eyeshadow on your lower lash line, I need to know, because I need to know why. I just feel like it just really completes an eye look, but you let me know if you don't do that. I do feel like if you don't do that, it kind of makes your eyes bigger, but I always have put eyeshadow on my lower lash line, and I just feel like I can't get rid of that now. Okay, so when I was there was not a lot of eyeliners to choose from. I also hate pen eyeliners. So I picked this one up by Stila. This is their Stay All Day Smudge Stick Waterproof Eyeliner. It's also in the shade Damsel, which is a brown, which I've actually wanted a brown liner for a while. So I picked this one up. Like, I like a pencil. So these are like the little twist up ones. Okay, well, this one doesn't twist up. I'm gonna try this liner. I don't really have good experiences with like these types. I'm thinking that it's not supposed to go in your waterline. It says these are waterproof, right? Yeah, so like, why not? I don't feel like it really did anything. Mascara. This one was super nostalgic for me. They had like 1,500 of these at the store. This is the Maybelline Very Black Great Lash Mascara. I used to use this all the time when I was in middle school, so I wonder if it's still good, or if it was just because I was a middle schooler and it was good to me. I do like how small the brush is, so I feel like it could be really good for the lower lashes. It's a little hard to get like really in the inner corner and like really close to the lash line. The brush is a little bit too big for that. I think that it's doing a pretty decent job. It's not as good as my MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash. So let's see also how it does on the top. Okay, that is what my lashes look like with one layer of mascara. It is not as good as I remember. It's giving my lashes like a very spiky look, which isn't bad, but I don't feel like my lashes look as full or as long as it does when I use like my Essence / Paradise mascara. It was good for my middle school years, but not good anymore. So we're gonna try to save it. I grabbed some lashes. This is by the brand Pro Beauty Essentials. This is their Faux Mink Petite Wispies. It does come with glue, and you get 5 sets of lashes, and it was $6.99. I always look at the band as well. I only like clear bands because I feel like they look the most natural on your eye. I feel like they're the easiest to apply, and I also feel like they stay on very well. I'm gonna put some glue on these, let these sit while we do our lips. I grabbed this Stila Stay All Day Matte Lip Liner. This is in the shade Lasting. And I picked this up because it was the only lip liner in the store. It wasn't just the only Stila lip liner. It was literally the only lip liner in the store. Another push-up one. Oh my gosh. Well, maybe we won't be using lip liner today. Okay, all right, it's starting to go up now. Okay, so let's see. I usually use like a pencil. It's feeling creamy. It's not really giving much color. I also don't feel like I really have that much control with this because it is very creamy. So I feel like it's easy to like kind of slip and slide and get out of the lines. Oh, and I broke it. So for lips, I got this Ellen Tracy in the Nude Everyday Nudes Matte Lipstick Collection. I thought this was actually a really good deal. There was 5 timeless shades for $4.99. Hopefully these are good. I wonder if they're going to have the same smell as the other Ellen Tracy products we've tried so far, which I'm not going to love because my nose is right above my lips. Let's see here. The packaging is cheap. They have no shade names. Okay. Oh, actually might be a perfect match for a lipstick. That's probably a good match. This is the lightest shade. You have like a rosy kind of hot pink. Never mind. I thought it was gonna be like a nude pink. This is like pink pink. Yeah, okay, let's try this one. This is the first one that I swatched. Ew, 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 ew. Oh my gosh, ew. Okay, well, first of all, look at the packaging and then look at this. I thought it was gonna be like a brown. That's a little better, like taking some of it off. I mean, for $1, they're fine. They feel nice. They are mattifying. They are pigmented, which is nice. I feel like if you finagle it, maybe if I had a different lip liner, I feel like I could make them work. Just like this straight on the lips, that was not the one. I like the way this looks here. So like I took a little bit of it off and kind of blended it out. And now I think it looks pretty nice. Okay, let's put these lashes on. I got the lashes on. I think that they're okay. I was really having a hard time with this inner corner, like getting it to actually like glue down and stick down. Feel really nice. They don't feel like too heavy or anything like that. And I feel like it's a good lash. It's a good lash. But for the most part, I think that they're good. I don't know how much they actually add to the makeup look, but I think they're a pretty good lash. Okay, so that is the makeup all complete. Let's go through all the products and if I would use them again, if I would say throw it in the trash or just don't pick it up at your local TJ Maxx. Let's get into it. Let's talk about the primer first. I don't really feel like it did too much overall at the finish of our makeup. At the beginning of our makeup, it really mattified my face. So I'm very excited and interested to see how it wears throughout the day. It's nice. I'm not obsessed with it. I'm not excited to like use it again. Patrice foundation, I think that this is a win. I actually really like this foundation, but so far I think it was really nice. I did like the lightweight feeling of it. I did like that it was thinner, but you could build it up and like add some extra layers for more coverage. So this is something I would definitely grab again. So the cream bronzer and the cream blush, I think that these are both a win. I really like these. I actually feel like I would go back and buy a couple more of these. They have it, like I said, a couple different shades. I feel like the cream bronzer might be like half approved. I feel like it was a little bit hard to blend out. It could just be this one. It could just be that it's almost expired. I don't think it was exactly the same formula as the cream blushes, but I was pleasantly surprised that the shade wasn't too dark for me because in the packaging it looked like it was going to be too dark, but I could definitely see myself using this again. The powder, this was one of my favorite things that we tried today. I'm 100% going to use this again. This is 100% a great find and a great buy. I definitely think I would go back and buy more of these to have these as backups in my makeup collection. Okay, let's talk about the complexion trio. I feel like I have mixed feelings about these. Some I like and some I definitely don't like. The bronzer, I feel like could be a half no. I feel like you just have to really figure out how much to use and how much of a heavy hand. And then like once I put it on my face though, it was very hard to blend out. So I don't know if I would grab this, but maybe I would try it again to see if I could make it work. The only one that I think out of the 3 that worked was the highlighter. It wasn't like a glittery highlighter that I'm used to, but I think it did add a nice glow to the skin. I do like it, I think, more for like my nose and like the top of my lip, but I don't know if I would use it here because like I said, this texture could also have been this blush. This blush is a no, honey. But these two, half yes, 100% yes. The lip liner and eyeliner, these I think I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass on these. I think it was also my mistake that I got like the ones that are like these twist up ones, because I just don't like those. I don't feel like they really do much for me. I don't like that you don't have as much control. I don't love these. No. This, however, is a 100% a yes. Oh, I loved this. Not only is the packaging just adorable, but the shadows inside worked really well. I actually really like my eye makeup. I loved this shade. This was 100% a million times the best product in this video. The lashes I think are nice. In the packaging, they definitely are giving a little bit more plastic. On the eye, not so much, but I don't think I would grab these over the Ardell Wispies. And lastly, the lipstick. They were a pretty strong letdown. I kind of expected them to be better for some reason. So I feel like I could use these, but I also feel like these could be something that I'm going to be giving away. So that was the entire video of doing a full face of TJ Maxx makeup. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I don't really like my makeup. I actually think that my makeup from the Dollar Tree video turned out better than this. And I just don't like the way that my makeup turned out. I really don't like how much texture is in my face, and I just don't like it. But I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. So we're part of our family over here. We're trying to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And I believe 98% of the people watching this aren't subscribed. 98%! So please subscribe. But also in the comments, please let me know of the next place you want me to do a full face of makeup from. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!